Hello and welcome back to Monster Train. You may notice a little something different here. Yeah, this is a special edition of Monster Train. I've had an idea of this video for a while. Kind of wanted to do one, so I'm gonna finally do one. This is gonna be a non-DLC run of Monster Train. I know, crazy, right? It's been a long time since the DLC came out, and I feel like the DLC has pushed me to become significantly better at this game. And I remember feeling like I was pretty good at the game pre DLC, and I feel like the DLC forced a lot of different decisions and a lot of different ideas out of me. So I kind of wanted to come back and see what the game felt like. So that's what we're going to do. No DLC, it's just going to be a straight run through Seraph. I have the DLC turned off, as you can see. And yeah, I thought this would be something fun to do as like a special edition video. I had a few ideas for videos like this, but this is the one that I'm going to record today. I'm just going to play random, and we'll see what we get. I also don't know how this is going to work. So there's going to be no Wormkin, I believe. And let's see what else we have. Yeah, Wormkin's locked. The Exiles are still here. Can you get a win streak on this? That's kind of wild. Let's just play random and see let's see what we get. No pact shards, no planning. I'm just gonna enact or put together a plan and enact it. Oh no. Oh baby, it's just like the old days. I wonder if the balance changes exist. That's gonna be really interesting. It's been so long since the DLC came out that I really don't remember what came with the DLC and what was in like Friends and Foes and things like that. So it's gonna be a bit of an experience. I feel like, so it's been about 6 months since the DLC released, somewhere around there. Actually, maybe a little longer. Maybe it was like March, might be 8 months now. I don't remember when the DLC came out, but you know, let's just see how a run of Monster Train with no DLC goes. I feel like this should feel like a walk in the park, but maybe it won't. That's why we're here. Without any further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's do it. So it's Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Ragefell, Diligent Seraph. You got Molded Mind Collapse, Remnant Host. I think that Patient Seraph was a DLC edition. You guys can tell me. God, look at how weird the map looks. You remember this guy? Hey, wait, where's the votive house? Yo, it's gone. Wait, remember there was a big house here before? That's one of the things I wanted to see was the big old house, but that's gone for the divine artifact. So I see they made space for the divine stuff. We have Rector. In an extremely unsurprising twist of fate, I'm probably going to play Burnout Rector. Welcome back to another exciting episode of I'm clicking Burnout Rector. So, whoa, was he, no, he's always a 50-50. That's correct. I thought maybe he was a 45. Is he a 45? No, he's a 50-50. Trial should be free. We have Blink. So do we still, the big question that I have here is, does top 4 daze again, or does it not daze? That's the question that we're going to really look to find out. Now you play Mind Collapse. Does this daze? It does Ember Drain. Okay, so most of the balance changes have gone through, which is going to make the game feel much different, I think, from even what it was back in the day. Can do triple drag down here to block this damage. Yeah, we can get away with a lot more going to a Seraph that only has 4,000 health. You remember, if you've watched my content for a long time, back in the day, I used to talk about this game in terms of answering 3 major questions. You answer backline, frontline, and bosses. And that is no longer the case. Like, it is no longer like that in the DLC. You don't go, okay, I need to answer this, this, and this. In the DLC, you go, okay, I need to answer the triple heavy wave on the divinity, right? I need to answer harvest waves. I need to answer the mini bosses, right? It's not like, okay, how do I kill 2 190s? It's how do I do 600 damage to a single unit on turn 4, particularly. Right, so there's no infusion. There's no infusion. I don't click draft because I don't need to draft infusion anything. I cannot draft infusion anything. Wow, no unit infusions is going to be wild. That's such a crucial part of the game that I didn't think about. Like, we can't do self-infused molten encasement or anything like that. Can't do molten encasement remnant host combo. That's wild. I think I do take molten encasement here, and we probably look at a harvest line. I'm down for an excavation eruption. And I'll take Wickless Tycoon just to generate a little extra money. He's a fine grab. We'll go look at a melting unit. I think melting is not that great, actually. Because you can't do infusions. I feel like melting got a lot stronger because of infusions. Like, Wickless Baron cannot be self-infused Wickless Baron. He is just Harvest 3/3. He's still good enough, I think. We can probably still play 2 Wickless Barons with Remnant Host and Molten Encasement, but... Oh yeah, Burnout 1 doesn't work anymore, because I took Combustible Wax. That tracks. Okay, I'm just gonna leave then. And we're gonna go. Another interesting thing about the pre-DLC game is that the runs are a lot shorter. There's a lot less decision-making to do. It's crazy how much of a difference they made by adding just a few things to the game. This trial's fine, because I'm just gonna play bottom floor here. Flap it down like this, make ourselves a little money. We're chilling. Yeah, it's like a whole new game. I should excavation eruption. There is one case where excavation eruption does not kill a unit here. We did not see it. The case was 1 hit on Protector, 2 hits on Disciple. That can happen, but the odds are extremely low. And so I just took the chance there so that I could soften this wave up a bit. Yeah. Kind of just C here mostly is what I feel. Go up here. Like, the Ember Drain change and the fixed space loss change are going to make a really big difference overall, I feel like, in terms of difficulty of the game. What do you mean he doesn't die? Fine, I'll just kill him myself. Yeah, these runs, I remember when I was in my prime with pre-DLC Monster Train, I'm pretty sure I was doing these runs in like 30 minutes. Now it's like 40 to an hour. We'll take Wicklash here. It's nice to have a burnout extension for Rector. Just keep our boy hanging in there. Could also take Dripfall there. Immortal Trade, another option for Rector. Slap this on Rector and he probably just chills and wins fights for me. And so I have bosses pretty well handled. It's frontline and backline, right? Rector can kill 1 with Burnout. Let's go left and look for Multi-Strike. Here's Endless. I think I want to do Endless Remnant Host because this is a lot of harvests. I think that's the idea. I know Molten Encasement's good, but I don't really need survivability that heavily. With Burnout Rector, then this is a triple chump blocker as well. I can just take it for the harvest. And Multi-Strike. If you guys, by the way, if you do like this video idea, please let me know and I will do some more non-DLC runs of Monster Train. Maybe you don't have the DLC and you want to see someone play the game without it. That can be a situation as well. The DLC is definitely the new hotness, but it's not everything. I'm down for a little abandoned stave here, and we go double draw on this run. Probably remove these as well. Yeah, let's do it. Down for a little abandoned stave. And I'm feeling pretty strong here. I feel like everything that I wanted to do on this run is coming together pretty well. At a certain point, I will probably need to shift a little bit. But for now, we're looking fine. This does give me back my energy, so I may as well do it. What I could have done there is I could have played this Rubble Morsel to tank 1 damage. That was technically inefficient. I mean, it was inefficient, but also I don't really care. I put Lifesteal on Rector and it doesn't matter. What else is different in this game at this point? I'm thinking about it, right? Because, like, I don't know, I feel like I was, comparatively to how I am now, really bad at this game. I'm still not, like, the greatest by any means, I'm sure you're well aware, but Yeah, he tanks all of that. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to tank all of that, though. But, like, I feel like I have probably tripled in skill level since this DLC. Are you 1 cost or 0 cost? He's 0 cost, right? Yeah, okay. So I want to slap an immortal trade at this. Let me do this. I really can't stress enough how important it is to have the ability to have Ember Drain on the top floor, though. Like, that is a pretty big twist in our favor. So it's not a pure pre-DLC run, but it's as close as you can get. I mean, I guess you could mod the game to change it, but there's no way I'm doing it. That guy died too. Oh, these things pop out with 4 burnout. Oh. Oh ho ho. This does 20. If I do Mind Collapse, I'll hit like 64 more damage. Yeah. That's fine. Is there a molded in here? There's a molten encasement in here. I don't think I can time release my Ember or my Stealth Tomb here. There's a molded here. I mean, I kind of want to bring back Wickless Tycoon. I should bring back Wickless Tycoon, in fact. I know it can't be played here, but if I play Wickless Tycoon up here, I make a little more money. Like, this is a guaranteed, for sure, death for Daedalus, so I may as well take the extra, like, 10 gold, right? 15 gold? To an enemy unit. 10 gold. Dies before the burnout can happen. Devourer of Death. Man, this unit's just bad again. Man, he's just terrible. Huh. That's like this unit in this run, I would definitely click this in the DLC because I can infuse this on a tomb and it becomes a great nuke. Slap this on Endless Remnant Hose, just pop some boys. Slap this on Molten Encasement, like think about that. But without it, it's terrible. It's real bad. So I guess I'll just press skip here. Lady of the House also just bad. Can't put a draft infusion on her. And the deal here was we take double draw. So we take double draw. I think I want left. Can buy like holdover. I also just want to remove cards, I think. Gotta be careful with Diligent Seraph, but we have a lot of units to kill. Brain Steward, I think, is a little worse than Vengeful Shard right now. The shards pay for themselves for a little bit longer. They're worth the cost. Paraffin Thug, Lady of the House. God, like every card in my deck is worthless. Blink. Hey, the pre-DLC Plink, still not very good, in case you were wondering. In case you were coming to this video wondering, gee, is Plink good pre-DLC? Nope, sure isn't. I can hold over Wicklash. I don't need to. I don't really need to hold over anything. I'm gonna hold over Excavation Eruption and use it as like a sorta a janky backline clear. Now I can't give anything plus 10 piercing, which is a real shame, but there's also no random spell shield on enemies, so it's not that bad. Vector's an 80-80, so where's our next duplicate at? It's gotta be here, yeah. Steel Shop there, Steel Shop there. So I'll probably go Steel Shop, potentially back-to-back Steel Shops, and then we duplicate the Wickless Baron, or Wickless Baron. Do I need him if I'm not duplicating him till Seraph, though? That's the question. Is he really worth it? Like, maybe I just duplicate him here and then use him for Fel. Let's see how the next few fights feel, and make a judgment call then. That's the play. Spell Shield 2. I do fine here. I don't need this money, but I gotta flex on the game a little bit, right? And I'm gonna play Wickless Tycoon behind again. Eventually we need to stop doing this, but for now I can do it. And I shouldn't play any of my units because I want to leave space for the tombs. young Plinkus here. Get him, Plink. Actually, do regular Plink first. Get him, Plink. Great job, Plink. Excellent work. I'm gonna throw this drag down so I have something to reform later. This Wickless Tycoon has generated me a ton of money, and everything's working out about how I expected it to. Remnant Host is operating as the rest of the damage I need to clear the front line. Eventually Remnant Host is not going to be able to do that though because of the Remnant Host problem here, which is that it has conflicts with combustible wax. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't think I really care that much, really. I don't think I really care that much, really. Really? Really. I want this to just die, and then I can let Remnant Host die. Fine this way. My biggest concern is Diligent Seraph on the run. That is our #1 problem. Our greatest foe. Diligent Seraph. Alright, Plink, give me an extra kill. Great job, Plink. That's 5 more gold. Plink, that's gonna be a bonus at the end of the month for you. Your year-end review is gonna be great, Plink. Excellent work. It does feel kind of wasteful to not use Rector in this run for more than just a one-man slapper. I'll take Subsuming Blade here. How is Subsuming Blade here? It's fine. It lets me kill off my own units, which is what I want. I don't want it so much that I need to take Cannibalize, but Subsuming Blade is good for just popping a tomb that lives. Let's go look at a trinket shop. Do I need trinkets here? Nah, not really. I'll be honest with you. Part of the reason that I wanted to play this run, and I'm not going to do it because of how everything panned out, I wanted to play a dog. I wanted to play a Crucible dog. It was my secret motive. I wanted to play one of the Crucible dogs and not have them be terrible. But I didn't see one. I'll buy 2 removals. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the shards now. I can live on 4 energy. And we're gonna probably take Wickless Tycoon out soon. Hellhorn Spike, Stygian Spike, Shroud Spike. We could have had the good old days dog run, but no. We're having the old style Baron run. I mean, this is just a normal run of this game. This run would probably win post DLC. I'm not getting to show off like a cool old strategy that used to work but now doesn't. I'm just playing the game like I would play it in the DLC, which is fine, right? There's no problem. It is like... It's kind of to be expected that I'm going to play Monster Train like I play it in the DLC, considering. Now is where I'm going to start putting Wickless Baron down with Rector. Good try, Plink, good try. Next time, buddy, next time. This means that I should start throwing my dregs up with Wickless Tycoon to die. You go die here, put dreg behind. Nice. We barely get the money. Oh, it's not money. It's not money. I guess I get the backline money. And the host goes down. I think the Subsuming Blade for, yeah, for the scaling. I think it is maybe important to Wickless Baron. I don't know. I don't need money that much. Blasphemous to say, I know. If I could just, like, code these guys down. I need to downscale the Remnant Hosts. I want no burnout on them, not all of the burnout on them. Thank you. I'll keep that. The extra burnout has been monumental, though, for keeping us alive. Yo, look at this enemy. 5 times 5? Wait, this unit's... Who is this? This is terrible. 5 times 5? This isn't 7 times 6. That thing did 25. That's like nothing, dude. Like nothing. Get that. You can take Memento Mori there, maybe. I'm not actually convinced that this is a win yet. I think that for Seraph, I will actually go for second Wickless Baron, and I'm gonna go left right now. Because thinking about the long-term optics of this run, yeah, there's nothing good here. I have another steel shop though, so I'm gonna look for second multi-strike. The long-term optics of this run, this feels like it loses to Seraph right now. Calcified Ember is a great pickup going into Diligent Seraph, so I will click it. And I have 500 gold. I may as well spend 300 on removals, right? I'm going to get rid of probably 2 dregs, honestly. I need to keep the unit or the spells so I can burn spells on Seraph and be able to play the important spells more than once, namely Wicklash and probably a Mortal Trade. Oh, and Excavation Eruption. I'll buy 1 removal on dreg. I should click on some throwaway spells that I can play as one-off consumes that are acceptable. Like Wax and Spike would be great here. Would love to see a Wax and Spike. We're gonna play Rector bottom. This is a Rage Fell, so maybe I should have actually played Rector top here. I definitely should have played Rector top here. We're gonna live with the consequence. We're gonna face the consequences of my actions here today. But just acknowledge that that was wrong and go next. Move on with your day. Because I need time for Rector. I'm just gonna take damage from this basically. That's all. Not gonna be a ton of damage. It's not gonna be the end of the world, but I'm going to get hit. That's too scary. Good job, Blink. It is actually gonna be a decent chunk. Isn't it? Does a lot. Because young Baron up here is a very slow start, man. He's having some trouble. Yeah, with that rage, he's actually at risk of death. Good Calcified Ember draw keeps him alive. I'll just throw a dreg in front and we take our lashes for my misdeeds today. I made a bad call on Rector Slam bottom floor and I pay the price there. As soon as I played him too, I was like, oh, this is wrong. This is a mistake. Okay, so here's the thing about Remnant Host, right? Sometimes you play Remnant Host and then you just pop it so that these both die this turn. 100% sometimes you do that. Good little soften in there. And I should put a drag down so that it can tank a hit maybe. Oh yeah, it'll die to the Master of Light. Although I do need things to... I need things to die with Baron on the floor. That is primary directive right now. And I am choosing to let Rector die so I can reform him. This needs to die top floor. Calcified Ember here. Here, Wickless Tycoon, make me $5 more. I'm letting Excavation Eruption go. This is a choice I am deciding to make. This is not me forgetting to play it. I do not want to play that card here. The big boy. This is the one that's scary, and I need to make the call on if I'm glad. I'm thinking I'm Calcified Embering that. I also think I need to put Remnant Host behind here. Otherwise, it's just gonna get locked to a different floor. I'm gonna Calcified Ember this. Here, make me 5 more gold. Thank you. Yeah, Baron is a slow start, man. He's only doing 100-ish damage. My man's having... He's working on it, though. He's trying, okay? Take it easy on him. He's doing his best. If I pop this... I don't necessarily need to pop this here, but I'm just gonna do it so that there's 1 more space on the floor. Because then I won't overflow the floor next turn. Yeah. That seems right to me. Here's Fel in Relentless. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring back our young lord, Rector. Fel does 10 times 2. That is like no damage. It feels like nothing. But my scaling is also severely hampered. Hampered? Hampened? Dampered. Slowed. My scaling is severely slowed. Because I don't have unit infusion access. It is crazy how strong unit infusions are, and I have just taken them for granted since the DLC released. You definitely don't hold that card over. If I play Remnant Host, the problem is I'm playing Immortal Trade here. And it's gonna just kind of waste some of it if I Remnant Host on the top floor. I guess I'm gonna waste some of it anyway. I might actually not beat Fel here, which would be crazy. Hey, look at this. Hey, what the hell, Fel? How many rounds does this go? But better question, does she kill me? I think I live 3 plus 90. Yeah, okay, so I live this. I think I also would have won this if I just played my Rector top floor. It is kind of interesting how different the scaling requirements are, isn't it? Interesting. It was a tough outfight. My man scales much slower. It's also a little rough that the drafts have burnout 1 or burnout 4 instead of burnout 1, but that's okay. We're gonna go Herschel's compound here again. I played that fight out incorrectly as well. There's no doubt about that. Look for second multi-strike. I've been looking hard for it. There's no second multi-strike on this run. Does not exist. I will give Wickless Baron plus 25. Giving him quick is bad. He needs to harvest first a lot of these times. Rector's going to Bird Bright 3. And in Concealed Caverns, I take probably just Heartstone. And that's fine. You get your boy super stacked. He wins Relentless a lot better with an extra 50 HP. And let's see. I'm going to make a second Baron. I'm going to throw Tycoon out of the train. Can I? How does this run look? Or how does this fight look? I think I can take this if I play smart. I think I can take this. So I'm not gonna want to take it. Anyway. Playing on regular Ultra instead of Super Ultra there for a sec takes me back. But when I say I need to play smart, I mean I need to play top floor. For once in my life. And then I can actually cut a lot of these guys out. I can cut 2 of them down now by putting the tomb. Get a free harvest here. The odds are greatly in my favor of drawing an answer to this enemy. Like, it's almost 100%. I think it is actually 100%. I'd have to bottom deck Subsuming Blade, Remnant Host, Excavation Eruption, and then have Plink hit double on Gilded Wing. If that happens, I will be ending the video. I guess technically Excavation Eruption can also triple hit for me. And then Remnant Host still does it, right? Yeah, okay. I got a little scared. I felt a moment, a pinch of fear. Just a twang of unrest within myself. But it's okay. So Big Rector pops the Dark Wings. As long as I Subsuming Blade here, everything dies. And we're getting our harvests. Next turn I play Remnant Host. Remnant Host, I don't think it does enough and I need to play that. I could just play it without, like, I could play it without there, but I'm scared. I could skip that one is what I'm trying to say and then try to get 2 more harvests, but I'm scared. I'm scared of Excavation Eruption doing me dirty. This deck really does not have a lot of spells for Diligent Seraph. I think I might get a little bit got here. Don't let me down, Excavation Eruption. Thanks, buddy. Oh, that was huge value out of Excavation Eruption there. Okay, we got a 62 times 2, 122, which should be enough to kill Seraph. And then we got a little Excavation Eruption. Get a little Subsume in there. I actually want to Subsume my own man. There's a world. Let me actually do the math for this. I might eat 23 if I Subsume and play Remnant Host. So let's count, right? You Subsume, this enemy goes 145. You play Remnant Host, he gets 3 harvests, he goes to 190. Yeah, I'll eat 23 if I subsume and play Remnant Host here, 100%. No doubt in my mind that happens. Because he goes to 190, and then Wickless Baron has to hit 1, 2. Yeah. So instead I'll play Subsuming Blade back here for the kill. Save some damage as well. 26 on the fill, holy moly. The numbers are so much lower. I did not realize, just like the big thing that the DLC seems to do is bloat the numbers like crazy, right? Feels that way to me anyway. Like this boss usually spawns at like mid 50s and shit. With all the rage that is. 26 seems so low. The fact that the hardest Relentless round is 30 is just like, what a difference. Crushing Demise is bad, but I need a spell that I can play for the consume, I feel. Don't really want these. Yeah. I wonder if it is better to play Rector than a second one of this Wickless Baron. Maybe I play Rector instead. It's just, I was gonna play Rector on his own. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Rector on his own. Let's go right. I'm gonna stick to the plan. How many pack shards do I take for this? Oh yeah, none. I'm so rich too. I was just thinking I'd love to see Precious Plating here. I'd also like, I don't mind Split Anvil here. These aren't very good. I'm gonna kill Wickless Tycoon. I didn't realize the duplicate here overlapped with the Steel Shop. Let's roll and see if I missed a second multi-strike. I did not. There was only one multi-strike on this run. Goodbye, Wickless Tycoon. And I will spend the last of my money removing Dreg. And let's see how we stack up to the final boss of Monster Train, Seraph. How do I call this fight? I truly do not know. I feel pretty weak, but at the same time, Seraph is also pretty weak, so it's a tough one to call. I'm gonna do something a little wacky here. I'm gonna play the Baron's bottom floor. Because remember, we have this. So I can easily start wiping these waves out. And then we just drop Rector mid-floor to clean up any early heavies that walk by. I forgot. It's been 100,000 years of playing this game and I forgot. That's alright. Ooh, that's kind of slow. Alright, Plink. Hey, young Plink. I think it will be okay. Like, I know it looks like a lot of enemies are gonna walk, but I think it'll be okay because I just have to live to Relentless in this line. I was also, part of my thought process was that I was going to pull Excavation Eruption in the top half of my deck, which has not occurred. But we got Rector and the Dregs up here to handle shit. But maybe this is the wrong idea. Which would be rather interesting if it is. I overestimated how fast these Barons were gonna scale. 100% I just overestimated this shit. Where'd my tomb go? I didn't replay it? I didn't replay it. That checks out. Okay, this hand's a mess. I need to consume this blink. Here is fine. I come down here and I play Excavation Eruption. Oh no, I don't play. No, I can play. What the hell? What the fuck do I play here? I just play Mind Collapse, but I don't want to miss Excavation Eruption is the thing, right? I don't want to drop this card. It's kind of really important. But if it doesn't hit the Wilt Wings, it's kind of bad. I decided to just let it ride. And it rode pretty well. No molded coming up, don't crush here. Those two dregs are holding it down there. Oh boys. They're doing it. I wanna consume Mind Collapse, I'm pretty sure. Or Plink, maybe. I can just eat this Mind Collapse at 4x and kill the Purifier, though. This seems like the right idea. Throw that up here. The only card in my deck right now is Rubble Morsel. I killed my scaling by dropping that tomb. But it's okay, because Rector is handling business. Young Rector. I'm calling everything young tonight. Now, sadly, I am Ember Drained into Heck. I have to eat the Whiplash here. And then everything's going to be main free except for Vengeful Shell off of that. Which lets me come up here and crush. Rector, no! That's not great. Bring back molds, please. This is fine. I actually kill one of the Gilded Wings, which is big. That's fine. Rector, come back. It's bottom card! No! Molded! How could you? Alright, let's get all of our kills on this floor. I'm gonna play Excavation Eruption here. I'm gonna consume it. That is my choice. I have decided that. And then I can stop this damage, but I don't really care about it. I can just let it happen. Oh, but this doesn't matter. These guys all die. I don't necessarily... I think I need to stop this damage. I think that's okay. I have Rector coming back next turn. Yeah, like, that damage doesn't matter. Do I win here? Do 1700 here. And then I let Rector do the rest? Does Rector do the rest? I don't know if Rector does the rest. Do you believe in Rector here? Comment down below. I stand with Rector if you believe in Rector. I think if I pull the lifesteal, I win for sure, by the way. I'm confident I win the lifesteal. But wow, Wickless Baron is very slow in this game, isn't he? I mean, he's pretty slow in the regular game too, to be fair. In the DLC, I should say. 10-26. He's dying to burnout. I think you play to your highest out here, which is redrawing molded. So I need to eat a card like Immortal Trade and then just play out Molten Encasement. Or wait, can I reform a unit that would make a big difference here? No. Oh, I should definitely play Molded here onto a Wickless Baron, because that's 4 rounds. I just put him up here. For the Stealth Tomb. No, he doesn't need the Stealth Tomb. I want to eat the Stealth Tomb, in fact. So, you know. I don't know. It's a real nail biter here. Okay, we won. Let's go. The triumphant return. Rector. Alright, we made it. I really messed up on Foul. Like, that was definitely my biggest mistake of the run. And playing the Baron's bottom floor was... it was questionable. But, you know, a win's a win. The game feels hard. Like, it's easy to look back at the game from a post DLC perspective and go, oh yeah, like of course it's easy, but when you actually get down and play it, not having like the things that work in the DLC don't always work. They don't work as cleanly, I should say, post DLC because of no unit infusions, right? I got carried pretty hard by Ember Stasis there. This was basically the only reason we won. But you know what? A win's a win at the end of the day. Hell yeah. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, let me know. Please do tell me, and maybe I'll do this like once a week or something. It's kind of fun just to sit down and play an old style run back in the day. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.